Today we're gonna do something about using derivative to interpret each scenario. So let's take a look at the first question. The temperature T in degrees Fahrenheit of your holiday target placed into a hot oven is modeled by T equals to F of T. The, the Thanksgiving is still far away so far. So hopefully you guys don't too much looking forward to the Thanksgiving. Alright, where T is the time in minutes since the turkey was put in the oven. What is the sign of f prime of t? Explain how we know. So it's basically we put a holiday turkey into a hot oven, and so the temperature is always increasing because it's really hot in the oven inside. If you basically you touch the oven, it's really hot, and your hand will feel pain if you touch it. So which means the temperature is increasing, and derivative of an increasing function, so the sign of f prime of x is positive because temperature is increasing. Alright, what are units of f prime of 35? So for f prime of 35, we do dy over dx. So in this situation, dy y is a big T, it's a capitalized T, which is the temperature degree in Fahrenheit over d small t. Small t is in time. So we got units should be degree in Fahrenheit over t in minutes. Next one, explain the meaning of statement f of 35 equals to 106 in the context of the problem. So the time we input is 35, which means when time is 35 minutes, when it is 35 minutes, 106 means the temperature in the hot oven. So the temperature T and what is the meaning of statement f prime of 35 equals to 3? So this one's pretty interesting. What I'm thinking is we have to think about the units of f prime of x, which is degree Fahrenheit over minutes. So when it's 35 minutes, when after 35 minutes, each when hot oven runs 1 minute, the temperature inside increasing 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, next one. A skateboard manufacturer wants to understand how the price of their longboard affects the overall sales. Suppose that the price of P dollars, the quantity Q of longboards sold is a function of longboard price that's defined by Q equals to F of P. So explain the meaning of F175 equals to 80,000 in the complete sentence. So when price is $175, it sells 80,000 longboard. Alright, the next one. Using correct units explaining the meaning of f prime of 175 equals negative 45. So as usual, we have to determine the units of the f prime of x. So f prime of x equals to dy over dx. In this situation, we got dq over dp, which is the quantity over price, which is dollars. So after 175, when price $175. After that, when price increasing $1, selling will decrease by 45 because the negative 45. So basically negative 45 means the instantaneous rate of change at the time. The time here is a quantity, it's a dollar. So if we basically input a $1 to it, the quantity will be negative 45. So when it's negative 45, which means the quantity of sale will decrease 45. So last one, if the rate from part B hold true for 150, it's less than P and P is less than 190. How many longboards are predicted to sell when the price of the longboard is 190 bucks? Should work leading to our answer. So for this one, we're gonna predict it. So we're gonna use the function, the tangent function of at the point 175. So we know 175 f175 equals to 80,000. So we know point 175, 80,000. And we also know f prime 175. So instantaneous value rate of change at 175 it's negative 45. So slope is negative 45, and we can use the point slope form of the equation. So what we got is 80,000. What we got is y minus 80,000 equals negative 45 times x minus 175. So it's asking us what is the price predicting the sell when the price of the longboard is 190 bucks. So we just input x into 190 bucks. So we got is y equals negative 45 times 190 minus 175, which is 15, and then we got plus 800. So I guess the value is 79,325. All right, here's a daily video. So, if you want to understand the derivative more precisely or more thoroughly, you have to master the skill that interpret each scenario, especially in the daily life. So it's basically related. So basically, this video is probably mostly related to the daily life. So I hope you guys use derivative in your daily life, and hope you guys enjoy the video. See you next time.